The perfect couple that wasn't. Jenny Hoyos and Angelo. There's a moment on social media when the mask slips. It doesn't happen with a loud crash. It happens with a quiet song, a single cryptic caption, a birthday video where someone is conspicuously absent. That's how it started for Jenny Hoyos and Angelo. One morning, millions of people woke up, opened TikTok, and realized the internet's favorite fairy tale wasn't just over, it might have been a nightmare all along. And the deeper people dug, the more they started asking a question nobody was prepared for. What if the real villain wasn't the haters? What if it was the one who was supposed to protect her? To understand why this blew up, you have to understand who Jenny Hoyos was before the drama. She didn't start as a TikTok star. She started on YouTube Shorts, building a small but loyal audience. Then came the move to TikTok, and that's when the internet did what it always does. It tore her apart. The comments were vicious, chopped, needs a glow-up. People were ruthless. Jenny was in the crosshairs of the most brutal side of online culture, and standing right beside her, defending her, was Angelo. He was the knight in shining armor, the guy who called out the trolls, the one who made her feel like she was enough. He positioned himself as her protector, and we believed it, because that's the story we wanted to see. But here's the thing about knights in shining armor. Sometimes they're just actors in costumes. The relationship played out like a slow-burn romance script. For months, they posted videos saying they liked each other but wouldn't go public. It was this playful will they, won't they dance. Then, Jenny dropped a YouTube video where Angelo proposed. Not a marriage proposal, a will you be my girlfriend moment. It was cute, it was viral, it was everything a content creator dreams of. After that, they became couple goals. The kind of relationship that made people say, see, real love still exists on the internet. They leaned into it. Every video together felt curated for maximum adoration, but curated is the key word. The first crack appeared quietly, a series of cryptic TikToks from Jenny. No explanation, just emotional music. Then a second one, and a third. Fans started calling it the Stages of Grief series. Then the kicker. Jenny posted a TikTok with Katy Perry's The One That Got Away, face front and center. The message was unmistakable. Something had ended. Meanwhile, Angelo went silent. Then he reappeared, but his content looked different. Jenny was always in his videos before. Now she was gone, completely erased. He posted a 21st birthday video with his sister, desserts, and wishes. One wish from his sister: I hope no matter how old you get, we stay best friends forever. Sweet, innocent, but fans noticed something. There was a specific comment from their friend, Jules. Happy birthday, you deserve everything. Angelo liked it, didn't reply, didn't acknowledge Jenny. Then he posted a video with lyrics on screen. If I stay, I lose myself. If I leave, then I lose you. It felt performative, like he was feeding the speculation instead of shutting it down. And that's when the internet went digging. Old videos were rewatched, comments were screenshotted, and a pattern started to emerge, one that completely flipped the narrative. Because while Angelo was publicly fighting the trolls, some fans started claiming that behind the scenes, he was saying things that hurt Jenny. Not the haters, him. One user wrote, the reason they broke up was because of Jenny's mental health due to the comments Angelo said. Another said, I thought it was haters, but maybe the real enemy was within. And that's when the story changed. Suddenly, the protector became the suspect. Jenny herself posted a video addressing the situation. She said, I haven't been responding because I don't know. We haven't really been talking that much. She was asking the audience to piece it together with her. She didn't accuse, she didn't name names, but she confirmed the relationship had fractured in a way that was confusing and painful. But the most savage theory came next. One commenter simply said the relationship was fake. It was all for views. And you know what? On the internet, that's not crazy talk anymore. We've seen it before. Couples who exist solely for content, breakups that go viral, reconciliations that feel scripted.
But here's the issue. If this was a prank, they took it way too far. Jenny's mental health was being discussed. Fans were accusing Angelo of emotional damage. This wasn't a light-hearted bit. It was a public unraveling. And if it wasn't a prank, if it was real, then the implications are even darker, because it means one of the internet's most supportive partnerships was hiding something ugly beneath the surface. The comment sections became a battlefield. Some fans defended Angelo, saying he was a prankster and people were overreacting. Others pointed out that mental health is not a punchline. One user wrote, "They're pranksters, but this involves alleged horrible things. That's not a prank, that's cruel." Meanwhile, both creators kept posting. Angelo continued with cryptic, moody content. Jenny stayed quiet, posting only occasional videos that felt like goodbye notes. The speculation consumed their comment sections. Every like, every follow, every song choice was analyzed, and the more people analyzed, the more they started to wonder if the internet's obsession with perfect relationships is just feeding a machine that eats people alive. As of now, neither Jenny nor Angelo has confirmed the full story. There are no official statements, no receipts, no leaked DMs, just a trail of digital breadcrumbs that lead to a question we can't answer. Was this a genuine love story that broke under the pressure, or was it a performance that collapsed when the cameras stopped rolling? What we do know is this. Jenny Hoyos went from being publicly bullied to being publicly adored to being publicly suspicious, and Angelo went from the internet's white knight to a person whose motives are now questioned by thousands of strangers. And that's the real tragedy here. Not the breakup itself, but the way the internet consumes relationships like entertainment. We watch, we judge, we theorize, and then we move on to the next drama. But the people inside those posts, they don't move on so easily. Jenny Hoyos and Angelo taught us something whether they meant to or not, that the perfect couple you see on your feed might be fighting a battle you know nothing about, that the person who looks like a hero might be the one causing the most pain, and that sometimes the most dangerous comments aren't the ones from strangers, they're the ones whispered by someone who was supposed to have your back. The internet will keep digging, the theories will keep coming, but the only people who know the real story aren't telling. Not yet. What do you think really happened? Drop your theory in the comments. I'll be reading every single one.